Hey you guys, so this is kind of a part two of my last video of my experience at New Jersey Transit. So I post these videos on here and on my Instagram, and somebody commented and said that they were glad my friends who reported what happened with the bus driver used their privilege. If it's one thing that I hate, and you guys, if you've seen any of my previous videos, know that I hate any type of group of people privilege. White privilege, able-bodied privilege, whatever. That wasn't why, and I think I can speak on this, that wasn't why my friends did it. It was flat out wrong what the driver did. My friends have good hearts. Many of my friends have spoken up during some kind of situation similar to this in my life. I'm in a wheelchair. It's happened. People are stupid. Which is why at this stage of the game, I sometimes brush it off. Maybe, like I said, now that I have this platform and I want to help other people living with disabilities, maybe I shouldn't brush it off as much as I do, which is, like I said, why I made the previous video. Just to bring awareness to the situation. And Transit actually responded to that as well. So they're, dealing with the situation on many fronts right now, which is good. I'm lucky they responded. I'm very lucky that I have friends who reached out to them and told them what happened. But to assume that somebody is doing it, or that they will be responded to because of their privilege, is ridiculous. Can't we just go back to right and wrong? The situation was wrong. I mean, who's to say that the person on the other end of the line is even gonna ask, oh, are you able-bodied? And you're, calling on behalf of your disabled friend? No. What do they know? It was just my friends, out of the kindness of their hearts, making a call to address a certain situation. It could have been anybody. People are people. That's it. And I made that video about the whole ables are weird hashtag however long ago. I hate all of that. I can't stand it. Why can't we just look at something good somebody does? It's either because they're a good person or because they care about the person that it happened to. Why do we have to bring any type of privilege into it? Especially because we're all behind screens right now. That's what I don't understand. Like I said, they didn't know who was calling. Well, I mean, maybe they gave their names. I don't know. I didn't ask questions. I was just, appreciative of them doing that at all. I didn't tell them to. I didn't expect it. So, I'm sure they didn't say, hi, my name is such and such, and I don't have a disability, but my friend who does, I don't know. Maybe they did say that. I don't know. I'm not knocking them if they did. Whatever. But what my point is the reaction, the response isn't going to be a pat on the back to an able-bodied person for standing up for their friend. Like, it's anybody could have done it. It's about good people. That's it. That's why, you know, with everything going on in the world right now, we want good people to speak up about things. And I'm not gonna address what they are, but you guys know. If you don't live under a rock, you know a lot of the things that are going on, and we need, you know, good people to stand up for situations. But it just rubbed me the wrong way that it was almost patronizing. Like, oh, it was almost like people normally don't do that because they're too good for it if they're able-bodied, which is so far from the truth. The group that you go against, you need to get where you're going. And I'm not saying, especially because it can be triggering to people with disabilities, that we might need help. I'm a very independent person. Anybody will tell you that. But we can't alienate. We can't alienate the people that could have our backs. And that goes for any groups of people. Going against anybody is just, you know, it's isolating yourself. It's insulting to them, first of all. Whether or not my friends are going to be insulted by this, you know, they're probably not. Because, like I said, you know, it's like I still kind of don't like terminology, but I mean, if you say like disabled or whatever, whatever. I'll brush it off. As long as you like see me as a person, if you're in my life, you know. But that's a whole nother separate video, which I'm pretty sure I've filmed before. That, you know, if I'm friends with you, I have to be friends with you on another basis. Like, we can't just bond on our disability. But anyways, that's a different video. But yeah, it was very weird to me when I read that comment. I'm like, yeah, no. They didn't speak up because of any privilege. I'm sure, you know, that wasn't on their mind. It was just, that happened. They probably saw red and addressed the situation. Period. That was it. That's all there needed to be. I mean, there didn't even need to be that. You know, they went out of their way to address a situation, you know, period. Like, you're making it into a separate tainted thing when you bring a certain privilege to it. I don't know. It just annoys me when I read that. And, I don't know. I'm not even going to ask, you know, what anybody thinks. I'm just ranting right now and, you know, telling you my thoughts on how I feel about what was said. And, you know, just if you have somebody in your life, if you have a disability and you have somebody in your life who has come to your defense about something or spoken up for you in another way, in my opinion, in my experience, it just feels wrong to be like, oh, thank you for your privilege. No, just thank you for standing up for me. I love you, and, you know, move on. Hopefully it's addressed. Hopefully the company isn't filled with assholes, which is another thing altogether, you know, blanket statement, making the whole company feel like an asshole when it's just this one person, which none of us involved have any intention of doing whatsoever. You know, in my experience in taking New Jersey Transit, I've never had that type of problem before, you know. But yeah, don't alienate the people trying to help you by elevating them to the point where it's almost like, if I was able-bodied, okay, and I'm gonna end on here because I'm going long, but if I was able-bodied and the situation was reversed, right, I would be seeing red for my friend, and I would want to address the situation. I would think that I was insulting my friend if I were to take it a step further and claim a certain privilege because I was able-bodied in the situation. I would be like, you know, oh, this person is, you know, a damsel in distress, you know, and I'm a level higher. It wasn't like that at all. Okay, so that's how I feel when I hear the term blank privilege, whatever type of privilege it is. In this case, able-bodied privilege. They're just nice people. Just surround yourself with good people who would do the same for you. That's all I ask. Okay? That's it. Enough with the privilege and all this other crap. Just accept a good deed. Be grateful like I am and like I was in that situation. But, you know, like I said in another video, you gotta be grateful for everything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm rambling now, so I'm gonna stop. But it just annoyed me. So I had to rant on here. Alright? So, if you like this video, please give it a like, share it with somebody who is all up in their feelings with their privilege terminology that they like to spout, and tell them that we don't like to use those words. Okay? Just be people. You know, just appreciate good people, whether it's a stranger, somebody you know in your life. You know, just because you are or aren't in a certain group doesn't mean that you're any less. That's all I have to say. Alright, I'm gonna shut up now.